10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Oh. Hello.
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 What's
up?
Oh,
no. Oh, fuck you. What's up, everyone? Oh, trying to get the chat and everything opened up here. Hold on a second. I know I got the chat somewhere.
The new guy is back.
the new guy.
Yeah, I'm new.
The new guy.
I remember when I was a new guy. I was living in a shithole apartment in San Bernardino, California. I jumped onto a gun channels chat at what was it called? Yeah, it was gun channels, right? Yeah, gunchannels.com.
All right, hold on. Okay. All right, you got the chat pulled up finally. I don't know why it was not wanting to pull up for me. There we go. What's up, chat? Hola, ¿cómo estás? All right. What's everybody up to today? How's everyone doing? Get my shit organized here. I'm so disorganized. I just woke up 10 minutes ago, man. Y'all gonna have to give me a second. Seriously. I just woke up. I had to take a nap for this shit. And then I go back to sleep. What is this?
I wish I had that feeling. My job search still continues.
Still?
Yep.
Motherfucker. Full Auto 556 says, do you get the 5% or the 2.4 views? I get the 5%. About the 5%. I probably shouldn't, but I do. So, Mr. Scary says, question about The Last of Us. If the Fireflies were so hell-bent on killing a kid to find a cure, why didn't they just impregnate a woman, have her bitten, and kill the kid? I mean, that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know why they
did it. She's the special one trope. Like, she's the one, like, the daywalker, Okay, that's kind of exactly how it played.
I mean, yeah, they could totally do that.
Speaking of TV shows, I watched the first episode of the new season of You last night. Yeah, it was okay.
I already watched the whole season.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, what is this you speak of?
Well, because my wife and daughter love the show, so I was off. I had a 3-day weekend last weekend, and so they were like, "Hey, since you're off, we gotta all watch it." So we started watching it on Thursday night. I think we finished sometime on Saturday. So it took a couple days to watch, but yeah, we watched it all. It was all right. I didn't like the ending. So I won't discuss the ending since you haven't seen it, but I didn't like it.
All right. So I'm probably gonna be even more disappointed.
Yeah, I was.
Nice to look forward to. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. So Anyway.
Is this the last season?
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
So, anyway. Oh, let me see here. Get some shit pulled up. I did not prep for this chat at all, so audience, feel free to just ask questions because I got no plans for tonight.
Have you still been watching The Rookie?
I haven't watched any of this season yet.
Okay. Right. I think it's been great so far. Yeah, it's been great.
I'll probably just binge watch.
I don't know, man. They jumped the shark so many times in that show. It's like, I started losing interest when they started doing, black op operations down in wherever the one chick was taken after they killed that kid. It was like season 3 or something like that. I still watched it for a while, but then, plain uniformed cops are running drug stings and shit like that. Shit that would never really happen in real life.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
And it's like, wow, you guys don't just jump the shark once. You just keep going back and continuously do that shit.
I mean, I talked to my arresting officer one time about cop shows. He was like, "Yeah, they're all just bullshit anyway." So,
yeah, well, I mean, you can't really complain. I mean, look at shows like Baywatch or Chips. I mean, same shit.
Yeah.
But for some reason back then it was entertaining.
Now, hold on just a second. Are you trying to say, wrongly, I might add, that lifeguards are not the supreme law enforcement agency in the country? I think you should be ashamed, sir. That is a disrespect to all
As
our...
a guy who actually grew up on an ocean coast,
lifeguards,
I can say that they are not.
all of our lifeguard brethren that have stopped so many serial killers and drug dealers. They've stopped terrorists, and they do so with their tits out. So, really, you should not disparage these people.
I'm not trying to disparage them. I mean, it's a hard thing to do to question the hop. But
I may be the only one, but I think that last Baywatch movie, I don't think people give it enough credit. I think it was actually entertaining.
Oh, the one with The Rock?
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie is freaking hilarious.
That's the only time I've ever watched Baywatch. I never watched Baywatch. I've never seen a single episode of Baywatch.
When it was on, when I didn't have cable, I watched it.
I watched it for the jumblies. I didn't watch it a lot, generally, but when I did see it, I watched it for the jumblies.
I watched it when it was like the only thing that was on that was worth watching,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say I was a fan.
Never seen a single episode. I've seen bits and pieces of episodes, but I don't think I've ever watched an entire episode all the way through.
And plus, how can you not watch The Huff?
Yeah.
That's like impossible.
I'm sorry. It does not take a full hour to masturbate. So you never need to get through a whole episode.
It's true. That is true. Of The Huff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
Just checking.
That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I mean, who else would you be talking about?
Right.
Yeah. There's no one else worth masturbating to in that show.
Just checking.
Yeah. Of course. I got you. We're on the same wavelength there.
Yep. Okay.
Anyway. So what's new in the world today other than more
possible war between India and Pakistan?
Oh, that one.
So, but Pakistan's getting it from both ends, Israel and India.
Yeah, that one I haven't heard about. I heard that because everybody's making that big deal about Trump pissing off Ukraine and not getting the mineral deal, and now it looks like they're going to get the mineral deal anyway.
Oh, so you haven't seen the video of the attack of like terrorists made against the Indians?
No.
Oh, they was right. It was some type of festival that was going on. They were showing the aftermath of.
Was that just
they
today?
took all the. It was last week. I think was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week.
About this.
Yeah, they separated all the men from the women, then just started killing them.
I hadn't even heard about that.
Yep. So there might be possible war breaking out.
Yeah, the two main things I've heard about recently, politics-wise, state of the world-wise, is the Ukraine stuff, and then fucking hell, man. I'm so goddamn tired of hearing about this dude that got deported.
Oh.
God damn it. It is the lead of every fucking news outlet 24/7 for like 2 fucking weeks, dude.
The sad thing is there's nothing anybody can do because he's already gone. And the
Like,
president
who the
of
fuck
wherever
cares?
he was sent to just said, "No, fuck you, I'm keeping him."
Like, I mean, at this point, we're like, so first of all the evidence points to, by courts and testimony and the cops and everything else, that he was in fact an MS-13 gang member. But even if he wasn't, he was here illegally, so he got deported. And whatever happened to him once he goes back to his own country is between him and his own country. Why the fuck does anybody care this much about this dude? Like, if he was not MS-13, he was still doing something to end up in prison in his own country.
It's just the latest, greatest thing to bitch about and say that Trump's all evil and he's doing evil shit.
And I mean, by the
Whether
way,
he is or not, I mean, it's what's done is done.
they're making a big deal like Trump is the one who decided this dude was MS-13. No, Trump didn't make that decision. Law enforcement and the court system did. Like, I mean, Trump didn't even know what the fuck was going on until after this dude was fucking deported. But whatever. He was still here illegally. He was still a fucking criminal, and all we did was send him back to his own country.
Yeah.
That's literally all we did. All we fucking did was send him back to his own country. By the way, dude's been fucking convicted, what, twice? Of fucking beating the shit out of his own wife? This dude's a piece of shit, and he was here illegally. I don't give a shit whether he was MS-13 or not. Which, again, by the way, it all looks like he was anyway. But even if he wasn't, why does anybody give a flying fuck about this dude? And why is he the face of every fucking news story for the last 2 fucking weeks?
Well, you know, the left likes their wife beaters. No, they have to defend their wife beaters. So
you'd think this
is their new face. You know, he's their whatever.
They're pro-women
person.
They're pro-women, but they like their wife.
You're talking about the same group of people that they think that, you know, the U.S. is like, you know, anti-Muslim and the Muslims are the best thing in the world. And I'm not saying they're not, whatever, to each their own. But these are the same people, gay, trans, whatever, that if they were in Muslim countries, they would be killed by the same people they're trying to protect. So, I mean, go figure.
But they're pro-women, so you know. They also let men compete in women's sports.
But they're so pro-women.
They are pro-women, yeah. They're pro-women.
I just don't understand why that's the most important fucking story in the world right now for American journalists.
Because they don't got shit else right now. Give them time, they'll find something else to pick on, and the story will go the way of the dodo.
Well, it's that story and the Carmelo Anthony story. You know, those two they want out in front. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Just seems fucking retarded to me. Of course, I mean, we live in an age of retardation when it comes to media and social consciousness and what people give a fuck about. So, whatever. I don't know. And half the people you talk to, dude, it's as bad as anything in the media. It's as bad as the fucking people that still to this day, 5 years later, think that Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 black people in the back.
Yeah.
Like these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, he was just a father. He was just a father that got imprisoned in El Salvador. Okay, well, was he a father? Probably. Did you know that every fucking law enforcement agency and judicial, review of this man and his life and his actions resulted in them saying he was MS-13 and a fucking wife beater? And that we didn't put him in an El Salvador prison? We just sent him to El Salvador? Where he's from? Like, that's all we did.
Actually, he also had charges against him, the equivalent of what open warrants or whatever, in El Salvador as well. So.
Oh, here's what I'm thinking. For this summer, I think they're trying to get both blacks and Latinos to riot. So it makes it even more bigger than the Summer of Love.
How are they doing that?
Oh, they trying.
Yeah.
I mean, the MS-13 thing, I'm sure just resonates so much with so many people.
I mean, remember, they're trying to make certain stuff into an issue, like, oh, you should care for this and that, especially when it came to immigration, especially out here. Not bad.
Right. They're trying to point that Trump is after Latinos, and on the black side, they're trying to still say that Trump is a racist against black people. So
Or bring back slavery.
Right. So if they can get both of them to riot this summer, right, it'll be even bigger.
I'm just saying it's too damn hot for me doing that.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Shit, I want to be where you at, man. I'm pretty sure it's pretty cool out here. It's hot here.
I was like, when I woke up this morning, it was 34 degrees. It was awesome.
I like it.
It warmed up over the day, but it was great, man. When I woke up this morning, went to work, it was 34 degrees. I was like, fuck yeah. It was great. I didn't sweat all day today.
I hate it.
Oh.
Man, how hot is it right now today? 65.
I hate it. And it's supposed to rain in a couple of hours.
You can send all that cold weather and rain right over here. I'm good.
Well, we're at 54 degrees. I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it was nice always, man.
Now, summer rain I like, but cold rain, hate it.
Anything, just all the cold weather.
I just like sweating in the heat. That's all.
All right, let's see. Randy Butternut says, so little baby Ukraine threw a fit and got their way.
I think they got a minerals deal, right? Like that minerals deal went through.
I mean, the whole thing was they were going to do I mean, this is from back when everybody was throwing a fit because JD Vance and Trump fucking verbally fucking walloped. What the fuck's his name? Zelensky. And then he's like, oh, we're not making a deal. And everybody's like, see, Trump fucking can't get shit done. And then now the deal's going through anyway after all that shit happened. So yeah, I don't think they threw like a fit. I think they realized that they just fucking like, oh shit, we really need this deal.
They realized that the European Union doesn't have as much money as the United States.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they was like, oh shit, guess we do have to take this deal.
Well, and then you got like fucking, what was it? What was it? Spain had like a major power outage. They had just like a week ago went 100% to like green energy. And then they experienced major like almost countrywide power outage a week later, like today or yesterday or some shit like that. That was yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
So it's
Well, I was gonna ask, was it
unreliable
just-
and expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it.
So,
So
all
was it
their
just-
all their energy rates like quadrupled. They're 100% quote unquote green energy, and now they're just fucking having power outages. They're
I'm
like,
curious, was it just Spain that had that problem? Because I remember, was it Germany that had that right when it was the
well,
COVID
no,
years?
the whole. I mean, all of Europe in the last like 3 weeks has been having major energy problems.
Okay, so it is all of Europe.
Yeah, Spain's just the most recent one, and they just got all proud and announced they were at like 100% fucking green
Clean
energy,
energy, yeah.
now and all this shit. Which, by the way, is not 100% green energy. Okay, because they count fuck, what's it called? I'm blanking on the name of it. The biofuel stuff. God damn it, it's got a name. Why am I blanking on it? Somebody in the chat knows what I'm fucking talking about.
So, yeah, is that you with the One Piece thing? I heard that.
Well, it's the fucking you know, where they're basically using biofuel to power shit, which is the biofuel is just like fucking cutting down trees and shit, and so it's not solar or wind or anything like that. It's fucking they're cutting down trees and using that as fuel. And I forget what it's called. The fuck is it called? Somebody remind me. I watched the whole fucking documentary on this a few years ago that we talked about on one of the chats, and now I can't remember what they call it. But
Well, so let me say this: you can't beat nuclear. People still trying to.
Well, they say that's green energy, but it does not. It's such a fucking scam because Germany does this same fucking thing, right? They talk about how they get like fucking 80-something% of all their energy from green energy, but was it 92%? 92% of all their green energy is fucking biofuel. Well, what the fuck is biofuel? Well, nobody fucking looks into it. Oh, biofuel is just when they go in and fucking mow down fucking forests. That's what it is. And I remember watching this documentary, and like I said, we talked about it whenever I watched it 2-3 years ago, whatever the fuck it was. And a lot of the documentary focused on this one guy who's like a European fucking megalomaniac's what he is. But what he does is he goes and he sends people in, and he goes in and buys up mass quantities of unused forest land, right, in these countries. He's also done it in Canada, but he does it mostly across Europe. Goes in and buys up mass quantities of forest land, and then once he owns the forest land, right, then he goes and, because he's a gabillionaire or whatever the fuck he is, he then starts petitioning governments. He's very George Soros of him. I wish I could remember this fucking dude's name. This is years ago when I watched this documentary.
I remember who you talking about, this guy, because we talked about him before.
Yeah, well, he goes in. He then, once he owns all this huge, massive amounts of forest land, which, by the way, if I remember correctly, he doesn't even like buy it. What he does is he goes in and leases rights to the land, so it saves him money. And then he goes and he uses all his power and influence, like George Soros does, to influence whether it's Germany or Spain or France or wherever, to push for more and more green energy. And then he retains the green energy contracts and goes in and sets up the biofuel fucking processing plants, and then just goes in and mows down all the fucking forestry that he now has the rights to, and processes it really cheap. And again, I know I'm using the wrong word. It's not biofuel, but whatever the fuck it's called. Can somebody tell me what that is? I can't remember what it's called, but it's not biofuel. I know it's not biofuel. I'm saying biofuel because I can't remember the name of what they call it.
Ethanol?
No, it's not ethanol. It's just where it's essentially where you just go in and mow down fucking trees and you fucking burn off trees.
Terraform? No.
Not terraform, but I can't remember what it's. I'm gonna look this shit up. Fuck this shit.
So kind of like a controlled burn.
No, you don't, because no, it's a processing plant.
Oh, process. Okay.
I'm gonna figure out what this fucking shit is called. Okay, here's an article on it. Where is it? Fucking give it a name. Biomass energy. It's called biomass. That's what this article's calling it. Biomass energy. Trees are cut down and turned into millions of tons of wood pellets to be exported and burned as fuel in European power plants. That's okay. So, well, this is talking about it from the American point of view because they're doing it here in the United States of America, where we're fucking, where we're cutting down our forests and exporting it and selling it to Europe because that's how Europe gets the majority of their fucking energy. Their so-called green energy is not wind, it's not solar, it's fucking biomass fuel, biomass energy. Biomass. See, I was close with the biofuel. Biomass energy.
They're destroying trees.
They're just burning wood. It's like that's fucking all it is. So, and this dude is getting richer and richer and richer in fucking Europe because of this. And they sit there and they advertise it like it's fucking green energy. Well, why is it green energy? Oh, well, because we're just cutting down trees. Wait a minute. I grew up in an age when cutting down trees was like the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
If you were an environmentalist, right?
Yeah, you go out and you like they'd have like tree planting parties and shit like that because the evil corporations were cutting down the rainforest, so they had to try and repopulate it. And then now they're doing that anyway.
Well, if you're not digging in the ground for coal or oil, then it's green energy, which is it's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit, and it's where, let's see, I'm gonna look this up.
You would have been attacked by Captain Planet if you was cutting down trees.
Fuck yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
What I need to do is help Elon get a Tesla device good enough where you transfer energy wireless, and then put like solar sails up in the the extreme high atmosphere to catch all that solar radiation, and that should power everything. But that's like Star Trek shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or run on dark matter or plasma.
That reminds me, I still want to buy the fire ring.
Let's see. So it's saying, it's saying France gets 60% of their renewable energy from biomass energy, which is interesting because France has less of it than any other country. Because France is I think, aren't they the only country in Europe that actually does nuclear? Like they've heavily invested in nuclear, and they still get 60% of it from fucking biomass.
That's interesting. Unless they got rid of the nuclear plants, because I'm like, there should be a couple more still in Europe.
No.
It'd be cool if they could come up with some more Star Trek shit, like fucking hydroelectric generators you just put into the fucking ocean and let the fucking natural ocean current fucking generate energy for you. But I don't know if that's a thing.
And they're calling it, as I'm looking up stories, they're calling it a carbon neutral renewable energy. Why? Because we can plant more trees. But I'm just a dumbass here. But what has been established, like, because they're so worried about CO2. What has been established out of all the, because we actually make CO2 processing plants and things like that. Like we can actually do that. That like what they call these CO2 harvesters that harvest CO2 out of the atmosphere. And even spending trillions of dollars across the world in various currencies to create CO2 harvesting plants. Because
weren't those called trees at one point in time?
This is what I'm getting to. Thank you for ruining my fucking punchline, by the way. Fuck stick.
Sorry.
God damn it. Anyway, they spend all this money on this shit, yet the one thing that has been proven scientifically over and over again, I've seen where they've done comparisons, is fucking forests still filter out more fucking CO2 than all of these fucking plants all across the world put together thousands of times over. So they're calling it renewable. They're calling it CO2 renewable.
What's up, faggots?
What's up, you little bitch penis?
You faggot ass bitch. How the fuck have you been?
Uh-oh, on to you.
Fucking tired and busy.
Oh, you poor little bitch.
Yeah. I don't get a break between like fuck sessions with Duke. It's just constant.
Duke was here and he just left. I'm like, what happened to him?
He's tired too.
I told myself I wouldn't care when he said that, but now that you say it, it hurts. I do feel like the scorned ex-lover. You just like, we were married and we're gonna move in together. We had all these plans, right? And then you were like, fuck you, I found someone better. And you moved to a different state.
The problem, you know what the problem is? The problem is your chats were already late for me in Texas, and now that I've moved somewhere else, where your chats are now even an hour later than they used to be. Like, dude, your chats started like 10:30 my time.
Yeah, you could be like 5 minutes, be like, hey, buddy, how's it going? I miss you. It's good to talk to you. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Bro,
like,
I have been asleep for hours by the time your chat starts.
What time do you have to like wake up to get your ass to work or whatever?
4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's the gayest shit ever, dude. I don't know if I could do that. That's like
wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So the way my schedule goes is I do 4 on, 1 off, 6 on, 3 off.
That sounds really complicated.
It's not. I work, so 1 week, I work Monday through Thursday, off on Friday. Then I immediately on Saturday go back to work for 6 days straight and aren't off until the next Friday. So I technically get every Friday off and every other weekend. So what that means is every other weekend I get a 3-day weekend. But on the off weeks, I only get 1 day off a week. So 1 week I get Friday. The next week I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I get Friday. Then I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I have so many questions that I can't ask you on the internet. So never mind. To all of them. Yes to all is the answer. It's good to see your face though, dude. I miss your fucking face and your stupid fucking glasses and your fucking chin beard and your toys, your like $1 million collection of toys that you have for some reason.
That would be awesome if it was $1 million collection.
It's weird. It's like, actually, how many dudes have that besides you? Like 10? Like some
surprisingly, a lot. Surprisingly, you'd be a lot of dudes.
So many.
There are many dudes in our age range that, as they've gotten into their fucking 40s, are like, I miss being a fucking kid in the 80s. I'm gonna buy some fucking toys.
Oh yeah, there's tons of y'all out there.
Yeah,
I can honestly say I don't own a single toy. I own 0 toys. I mean, you call guns toys, I guess, some of them. Because there's like some guns that I have that really have no good purpose except for fucking playing with, But
so, chat, let's send Hada some toys. What's your P.O. box?
Dildos, and what else are you gonna send there? That's That's what I thought.
I got some toys I can.
I bet you've got some dildos, you fucker. Like,
No, if you want me to ship you one, I'll find a way.
just not one of your used ones, please.
No,
Right. It'll be from Spencer's or something.
or that. No. It'll be that bad dragon. Yeah, give him one of those animal ones.
What was that, like, fucking 70-pound one or whatever that's on the internet that you can buy?
Oh,
There's
that
some-
one.
Yeah,
that y'all-
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, y'all. Somebody showed. What happened? Somebody showed it on a chat, or I can't remember what the fuck
It's
happened.
like a $400 dildo or something.
Yeah, it's like fucking 4
That's a
foot
lot.
tall or 3.5 foot tall, and it's like this big around or some shit. It is,
You-
it is
that-
without a doubt the largest dildo I've ever seen. By God, I've seen a lot of large dildos.
I mean, if that's the dick that you're taking, giving birth has to be pretty easy. It's just falling out, bro.
Oh yeah,
You don't even have to push. Did you ever hear about that story about that woman who fucking thought she had to take a dump and she gave birth in the toilet?
I mean, I've heard a story like that a couple of times. That I
She
think
didn't
every
even
time
know
I
she
heard
was
it,
pregnant,
like,
was the thing.
different.
She's like, oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. I just thought I had to take a dump. Like, ugh.
Patron Dark's giving me shit. Blah blah blah. Too busy to go to the gun shop with the blind guy, but you'll hang out with Honda or Duke in his tiny garage. Okay, first of all, Patron in the Dark, you fucking never hit me up for when you want to go to the gun store. By the way, because Patron in the Dark lives like 15 minutes from me now.
You got another fuck buddy, huh? All right, cool.
Second, dude, you'd be surprised how many fucking people I've talked to on the internet live in fucking Michigan.
See, everybody getting fucked except mine.
Is it the home of white supremacy?
I don't know if. Well,
I think it's malicious, right?
It's the home. Yeah, it's got more militias. Like like Texas is number 2 in number of militias, but Michigan's number 1.
Really?
Yeah, Michigan's number 1 in the country. Michigan has more militias than any other state. I've yet to run across any of these people, but that's because I'm working all the fucking time. So it's not like I really fucking go out and, you know.
I would expect Tennessee or some other different area, but probably because a lot of people don't live there.
I mean, I'm sure maybe like per capita, there might be other states that have like more militias per person living there.
I
But
feel
like
like
total number, it's Michigan.
you're kind of like that dude who moved to northern Idaho to get away from things and bring
Yeah.
his family to the
I remember that, and just wanted to be left alone.
Yep, exactly.
Want to be left alone.
Whatever happened to him? I forgot.
I don't remember. I feel like something significant happened to that dude. You know what's funny is I was talking to somebody. I was like, it's a dude I work with who's a good dude, but he's a fucking fetus. He's like my son's age, and they were fucking. I can't remember what we were talking about, but somehow fucking Waco came up in the conversation. Because I'm from Texas, so somehow Waco came up in the conversation. And then I started talking about Ruby Ridge. And this kid's like, what the fuck is Ruby Ridge? I was like, God damn it, motherfucker. You don't know what Ruby Ridge is? It's the whole reason fucking Waco happened. I had to sit there at work and give this dude an entire fucking lesson on Ruby Ridge because, again, he's like my son's age, so he's like born in 99. He had no idea what the fuck Ruby Ridge was. Didn't even know like really anything about Waco other than he'd heard about it and thought he knew what the fuck it was. You know what I mean? So there I am at work giving this fucking kid a goddamn, history lesson.
You're that dude from the Matrix and you're giving him the blue pill or the red pill right now.
Yeah.
You must choose and see how far the rabbit hole goes, or do you want to wake up and forget that I even talked about this shit?
Yeah. I can't get into, as I've said several times on the chats, I can't really like get into specific details of my work stuff, which is why Honda can't ask certain questions. But Honda, you do know what I do, and you do know the kind of people I work with, and it is fucking hilarious dealing with
They're
some of
very
these
oblivious,
people.
huh?
I mean, how do you
It's
like
fucking
being
hilarious dealing with these people? Like
how do you like
everybody,
being a fluffer? You're a fluffer now, right? That's what you are.
exactly. Yeah,
Just
straight
up
up
away?
for gay porn, just for gay porn.
I mean, Matt,
Strictly gay
Matt,
porn.
you do know what I do, and the people I deal with, they're not the
I
price except for
wonder.
that one
if
Korean
you-
cop. I mean, that one Korean cop. He be talking all mad shit. he's funny.
But I wonder. I don't know about like because I don't know what the ratio and stuff is, but as like with what I do, almost everybody I work with was at one point in time law enforcement. Like
So you either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
well, what I'm saying is, it's funny when I talk to these people about my feelings on cops. It always makes for a very hilarious conversation.
Oh.
So they be looking at you
my
crazy.
feeling on cops has not changed. And I work with a lot of guys who are ex-law enforcement. And it's funny. It's funny.
You ever get in like arguments with these people about this shit?
No.
I bet you just got to
any-
shut your fucking mouth is what you got to do at work.
Well, to be fair, probably because where he's at, they're probably a little more tame. But if you would have went to like other states, even especially mine, I could see it be a little.
So, surprisingly enough, a couple of the people I work with who are ex-law enforcement actually like 100% agree with me.
See,
And
No, 'cause
the others will not argue with me about it.
Well, because they know that it's a losing argument.
Yes.
They know that like whatever point that they bring up, you have
Yeah.
a better one. You have a counterpoint and a better point behind it.
So it's funny because I'll say something and I'll get like looks and shit, but nobody will argue with me about it. So, and then like I said, and there's a couple that'll straight up be like, yeah, you're right. So
I mean, I'll be I have family in law enforcement. I'll be the first to tell you that some don't even like the cops, even though they work in the department.
oh yeah. So, but anyway,
I mean, giving it me because of doing certain things. Even if I did join law enforcement, I'll probably be that one that probably even have a weed farm to let me do it.
oh dude, that I'll tell you, that is the worst thing. That's the worst thing about being here. Is I cannot get away from the smell of fucking weed.
Of course not.
I have to just come home to get away from the smell of weed. I don't have a problem if people smoke weed. That doesn't bother me. But at a certain point, it's like, dude, I just want to like go out to eat without smelling weed.
And mind you, that area where you work at, there's gonna be a lot of weed smokers.
Dude,
Well,
it's
the thing is, it's not just
every
that.
person.
It's not just that there's people that smoke weed. It's that there's a certain demographic of people that has it within their culture to like get as blazed as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Stink as much, like hotbox the car on the way
Yep.
there, immediately open the doors and go right inside because they think it's like funny how much they can smell like weed now and go places.
Yeah.
But it's like the thing is, if you actually look into the rules, if you serve alcohol at all, like your establishment sells alcohol at all, you can basically kick people out for smelling like weed.
Yeah.
Because they've come in inebriated. They're not allowed to, at least in the state of Colorado, come into an establishment already inebriated, and you have the right to refuse service to anybody for any reason, except for racial, of course. But there's certainly, I think, leeway for public intoxication.
Yeah. Like I've been around fucking people who smoked weed my entire life. I've always had friends that smoked weed. Fucking, I've smoked weed when I was younger, but that was a long time ago. It was never my thing. But it's never bothered me. It's never bothered me hanging out with dudes who are fucking smoking a blunt or hitting off a pipe or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because this is not like that. This is like straight up, your fucking essence is reeking weed for fucking 20 yards in every fucking direction. And it's everybody you're walking around. It's everybody in the room you're in. It's everybody fucking in the, like, and it's just like at a certain point, it's like, can I just not smell weed for a second? Can you just give me a second to fucking smell something other than fucking weed right now? Like it's never bothered me before, and now I'm just fucking inundated. Now that's only when I go to the town I work in. When I'm in the town I live in, it's not bad because I live in a small little town, and I mean, a couple of times, you know, you'll walk around, whatever, but it's not. But like when I go to work and I'm doing anything, because I work in fucking Flint, and so if I do anything in Flint, that's all. It's fucking Flint just smells like weed.
Yep.
That's what Flint. That is the natural aroma of fucking Flint, Michigan, is weed.
Same where I live.
What's the
Like during the
demographic in
summer,
Flint?
yeah, like during the summertime, the whole neighborhood just smells like weed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's all move there and let's drive the home prices up and like fucking fix up the parks and the buildings and bring jobs back.
Bro, I'm telling you, people talk about Detroit, but I am telling you, Flint is begging for gentrification. Holy fucking shit. I have seen nice 3-bed, 2-bath houses with a fucking 2-car garage and a fucking basement selling for like $20,000. And yeah, does the house need to be fixed up? Sure. I've seen like 2-bed, 1-bath houses with a fucking basement and a garage selling for $9,000. Dude,
See, my mom's from Detroit, but
for fucking people to just like show up and start buying up fucking houses and fixing them up.
Hey Matt,
Oh.
keep an eye out for a cheap one, man. Maybe I'll invest in one for 20 grand.
Dude,
like,
I'm telling you,
what's the loan on a 20? Do they even give you a loan for a $20,000 house?
No, a lot of them are fucking owner financed. It's like just the owner of the house is like, can somebody please just start paying me to live there? And then after fucking 4 years, it's yours or whatever. You know what I mean?
Because I'd like to take something like that and, you know,
You
like
see,
20 grand and then put like 20 grand into it. And then like the kids are fucking off in college and doing their shit. So I don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Like I'll bar up the fucking windows and sit there with a shotgun all fucking night. I don't
Well,
fucking
and here's
care.
the thing though, like me and my wife even talked about it. Like if we didn't have the 2 younger girls that we had to worry about like what school district and shit they're in,
Yeah.
we would totally do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then
well, I
what
got
you do is you buy one, you fix it up, and then you find someone to rent out to.
Yeah.
And then you buy a second one and you fix up a second one, and then you find someone to rent out to. And then pretty soon you've got like 5 $20,000 houses that you've also put 20. So they're, you know, you put another 20 into each of them. So they're 40 a piece, right? But you got 5 of them. So you have $200,000 worth of real estate.
Yeah.
But you live in one and you rent out 4. And yeah, bro, that's the way to do
well,
it.
I have
But
some
you can't
questions.
do that shit here because the houses here are $500,000.
Because my mom was from Detroit, and I don't know what's the because it's been a while, so I don't know anything about the laws there in Michigan. One, I'm curious, what's the demographic in Flint, and didn't they have like a water problem? And what's the whole gun laws and protection there?
Well, the gun stuff is better than fucking California. It's not as good as
Well,
Texas.
of course.
California, like way better than California. But as far as the water goes, I don't know. I have not fucking even dared to try and drink water in Flint. So I have no idea. Apparently,
So I don't think they fixed that problem. Yeah.
apparently people do now drink the water in Flint. I don't have to because I don't fucking live there. And this large water bottle is my best friend when I go to work. So, but
So I'm pretty sure you need a CCW there, huh?
And what are the demographics?
in Flint, honestly, I don't know. I mean, shit,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
Google
know.
that right now.
I mean, the
Let me
last time I went to Michigan, I was able to carry with my license. So
Yeah, well,
They
that's
have
the
to
thing
do
about
some laws.
Michigan is they respect fucking almost everybody else's concealed carry license. Let's see. It says it is 30%
Okay,
white, 56% black. That's all. I mean, those are the only
Okay.
two significant
Well, here-
ones.
well, here's the one I got. Yeah, and all the rest is like real low. I think Hispanic is like 4.9, and Asian, Native, and everybody else is like 0 point something.
Yeah.
Just the thing about living in a place like that I'd have to get used to. It's like here, sometimes I leave the house and unlock the door. You know, I'll come back, everything's fine. Sometimes I forget to like take my gun out of the car when I leave the car. I go back to the car, it's locked up in the car, but I'm not worried that someone broke into my car and stole my gun necessarily, you know?
See,
At a
Honda, that's
place
that white
like
privilege,
that,
man.
I would be 100% all the time. Like everything has to be in a locked garage or inside the house in a safe. Every window's got to have security. I got to have like ADP and fucking Ring doorbells and fucking like I don't know what else, bro, to feel like I'm secure anyway.
Yeah.
And that sucks. It sucks to live like that. But it also sucks. Like, how is it going to Walmart?
Dude, like I said, I've not been to Walmart in Flint. I go to Walmart in Lapeer, which is the town I fucking live in, which is a great fucking town, and it's 20 minutes outside of Flint.
Because like the Walmart by you were at the Walmart by my house.
Yes.
And how ghetto it is.
Yeah.
And how everything's locked up. And how if you need shaving cream and something else, you basically need an attendant to walk around with you and do shopping. And yeah, dude, like that makes going to Walmart like I'm not going to Walmart. I'll buy stuff off Amazon and wait a day. It's fine. I don't care. You know.
Yeah. So no, I've been to a few places in Flint, but mostly like fast food places, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean Flint's. I mean I'll be honest. Like Flint is, it's shitty. But I've been to places that are way shittier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
I've been to way shittier places. I grew up in a way shittier fucking place than Flint.
Well, Dallas has some fucking, like, depending on where you're at in Dallas.
Yeah,
Dallas
dude, I mean, I grew up in a really shitty part of Dallas.
Yeah.
I still ain't went to them ghettos in Dallas yet.
So, I mean, it's not like... I've heard people before talk about like fucking Flint's the worst fucking place in the world. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, it's not great. I wouldn't want to live there, like especially with my kids. I wouldn't want them going to school anywhere in Flint. But I've been to way fucking worse places. So,
you know what, Honda? You should just download the app and just do the pickup. By the time you get there, it's already there for you.
Well, I mean, if I could. You find one for like $5,000, and I'll just save $5,000 and fucking buy a house, and then have Matt and Duke fix it up before I get there.
well, here's the thing too. Ain't there any other areas that are cheaper too besides Flint that's around? So,
I mean, there might be. I have no idea.
It's got to be like one of the cheapest places in America to buy a house.
Right, I'll say Flint might. Well, except for like Detroit, yeah, Flint might be the cheapest.
I'm not saying it's the cheapest, but it's got to be like top 10 or something. I don't know.
Especially within the state.
What are you looking at? Housing prices?
Yeah, I was just looking because a lot of the times what I see is fucking stuff that just pops up on my Facebook Marketplace as I'm like scrolling or whatever, Dude,
you got one for $3,000. I'll buy it right now.
Well, so here, look, I'll show you. This is just, I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be anything good here, but like I go to Facebook Marketplaces and I go homes for sale.
Price
it's automatically filters to my general area.
Yeah.
Here's a 4-bed, 1-bath house for $50,000.
I never thought looking for homes in Facebook Marketplace.
No garage.
This one doesn't have a garage. 4-bed, 1-bath. Now, one thing I've noticed here is they never include the fucking basement. So the basement is also there. So technically, if you're going to finish the basement, that's 5 rooms. But up here, they don't count basements as anything. I'm like, I would totally count that as a fucking room. But
I mean, it ain't got to.
I mean, that's work, dude. That's a usable fucking room right there. I'm not saying it don't need to be finished, but
okay, I'll give you an example. Like my grandmother's place, that's the only few places that still got that. And her house was in Watts, and that used to have a basement, so that's old. Like you can't get that nowhere. But they don't expect people to be sleeping or living in the basement.
Fuck, I'd fucking convert a goddamn basement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The family house in Missouri.
I use the basement as the gun room.
family house in Missouri is pretty much the whole downstairs is like an apartment.
I'll
Got
definitely
its
put up
own
a gate.
kitchenette, bathroom area.
I'll
Shoot,
definitely
I
put up
agree.
a gate too.
Oh,
No,
that's
I agree with you on it.
home.
I agree with you there, Leo. Because even if I was thinking about getting over to Texas, I don't get why y'all have those wood fences. I probably put like brick or something, or concrete.
Now, there's
or something.
no pictures
Fight.
of this one at all, but it's 3-bed, 1 bath for $10,000.
It looked like it's
Just
been on
this
fire.
picture. It looked like it caught fire at some
Yeah.
point.
That or it's a hell of a case of black mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Sort them by price, low to high. Like go back up to the top.
Sort by.
There you go. That'll give us the cheapest
What
house.
the fuck? Why is it showing me video games?
Well,
That's not-
fuck.
What the fuck?
Did you put homes?
Yeah, I was in the home sales section. I don't know.
Well, whatever.
But 2-bed, 1 bath. Let's see. I don't know.
$500. What's that one?
Which one?
$2,500. 2-bed, 1 bath. Home.
Now. Yep. Right
That
there.
one.
It's a fucking mobile home.
For $2,500.
Yeah, $2,500. 2-bed, 1 bath.
Dude, that's 2 months rent.
For a 2-bed, 1 bath.
And they took the picture sideways.
Yeah. Well, because they don't give a shit. It's like it's
Check.
$2,500. Fuck you. Like they're like, you know what you're getting into with $2,500.
19,000 on the bottom right there.
Okay,
Or
what now?
10,000 above it. Bottom
This
right.
Bottom right. Right here?
Yeah, that's 10,000 and the one below that one too.
5,000. This one's probably a fucking mobile home, but I don't know. Well, actually, no, it doesn't look like one.
No, look
Yeah.
like it.
That's a mobile home. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
For
least there's
$5,000.
a the inside. All right, what about the $10,000 one?
This one, that's the one we were looking at. That's only got the one picture. That looks
Oh
like
yeah, with the fucking
fire.
fire. Okay, go one more down. 19, that one. That one looks nice. Three beds, 1 bath.
I feel like I'm gonna hit my head on that ceiling.
Right. It looks low as fuck.
Fuck it, I'm moving to Michigan, boys. You're convincing me right now.
Hey,
Do
ain't
you know
nothing
how
wrong
long
with that,
it,
man.
do you know how long it will be till I own a house in Colorado?
Hey, I feel your pain on it. Don't forget I live in California, so it's like
It's
go
even worse
way
for
out
you,
of
yeah.
the.
But not much worse. It's only slightly worse for you.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing is looking at
19
houses.
grand, and you got a 3-bed house.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
wonder
now,
if you can hear
now
the
look,
gunshots in the
now look in
background.
Inglewood, Colorado for a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah, the only thing I've been looking at houses is either Vegas, Michigan, or
And you're-
Vegas,
you're looking
Arizona, and
at
Texas.
$500,000 ish, give or take. I mean, maybe you could find one cheaper.
Why did this
That-
put
that
in
would-
Colorado, not Flint? You fucktards. The fuck? Inglewood Homes.
There you go.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you want a $1 million house? How big is that $1 million house right there? Is that 3 bedrooms?
That is. I don't know. It's not.
It's
Why
probably
is it,
3 or 4.
oh, fuck it. It wants me to accept all cookies.
Oh, it's
4 bed, 4 bath.
Well, it's a little bit bigger, so that makes sense. That's where that other, $1 million, because it's $1,025,000. So
Well, what about 4 million for 5 beds, 9 bathrooms? Not, who the fuck needs 9 bathrooms?
yeah, that's right by my house too. Like I could ride my
funny-
motorcycle there in about 3 minutes.
That's for
Funny thing
people
you
who
say
own
that.
a lot of parties.
Yeah, but funny thing you say that, man. No, I saw one like that in Vegas.
It's funny. I
It's
can
like,
ride.
oh.
I can ride my motorcycle there in 3 minutes, and then I can ride my motorcycle 3 minutes the other direction, and there's homeless people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Which means for them, they're like 4 minutes from the homeless people. You know what I mean?
Why don't you just go in and just claim the house?
I don't know if it's true.
What
but
do you
I'm
call it
hearing
again
about
when they do that?
Squatters' rights. I
Yes.
don't know. I've been like riding
Yes,
around
squatters'
those
rights.
expensive roads, hoping that one of those Bentleys hit me. Though, let's sue the fuck out of them.
I'm hearing about the homeless communities like in Beverly Hills right now. So they got little shanty towns.
Well, here's the cool. You just
or like, that's fucking amazing to me. I'm surprised that should happen.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was
No,
gonna
you
be a
just
squatter, I would do the houses, like the $1 million houses, at least.
okay because you just remind me of this. I just saw this on like I don't know why I was looking at the California Guns Reddit thing. Apparently, they're making like some gun range that's like near Beverly Hills or something. But I think like the membership, like you do like a yearly or whatever, some specialty membership is like 25,000 or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
it looks nice, but
Either way, man, Flint is begging to be gentrified. This shit's cheap as fuck, dude. So, and it's, I mean, like, location-wise, like, as far as in the state, Flint is in a nice central location. It's close to a lot of other, whether it's Flushing or fucking Lansing or, well, you know what I mean? Like, it's only an hour away from Detroit. If for some reason, like, as shitty as Detroit is, it's got a lot of stuff, right? And there are a lot of nice areas in, like, around Detroit. There's some fucking nice ass expensive fucking areas around Detroit. And that's, so like Flint's in this like prime real estate location in the center of the fucking state where it's like pretty damn close to everything. Just saying, man. And some fucking people go in there and start buying up houses and fixing them up and driving up home prices.
no. Here's the funny part. That actually would work with a lot of people if they know what they're doing, and not just in Detroit, but other places. You just gotta have like a plan and willing to do stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but anyway. But no, I just work there. I drive through there for work and then get the fuck out when I'm done. So I don't spend a lot of time in fucking Flint. So it is what it is, man. Adrian Dar says, I noticed you skipped the question about how my custom firearms look compared to what Honda does. Still think mine look better. Are you trying to make a blind man does it better joke?
I was going to say, how can you tell?
How can you tell? I think he's lying about being blind, honestly. He takes too good of pictures. I think it's all just a great scam. Just so he can get disability or something. He can see fine. Someday I'm going to find out here. I'm going to meet up with Patriot. So, although I drive through his town like often. I say often. I more so than I drive through other places. The only other place I drive through more than his town is Flint, and that's because I work there.
Yo, how's riding there? Have you been able to ride very much?
I've so far only been able to go riding once because it's still really fucking cold. Like there's been a couple of days that have been nice. I did get the bike out, and because it hadn't been started in like 2 months, so I got it on the battery charger and got it cranked up and drove it around the neighborhood a little bit on one day when it got nice. But I didn't get to drive around for very long. I only drove around for about 30 minutes, and I just drove around in my town.
Have you been checking out my channel by chance?
I saw you wreck your bike. Yeah.
Is that a fun video? Isn't that a fun video?
It was.
Yeah.
And then I saw you running from the cops. I left a fucking comment on your fucking video.
Oh, did you? I don't know. A lot of people were on that one. Sorry.
Where you were fucking running from the police?
I
No, he didn't do that at all.
didn't really run from them. I just got away quickly before they could get behind me.
He didn't run from the cops at all.
There was no lights on. They weren't behind me. I just got away before they could fucking identify me, and I got to the main road and got the fuck out of there.
No.
And the wheelie practice and riding on the FZ on the fucking mountain roads, and
I do watch your videos, bro.
I posted a video yesterday about Rampart Range, the camping trip that I invited you on that you can't come on, and I understand, but you know.
Yeah, I haven't
show you
watched
what
that.
you're missing. That's in 1 month, by the way.
I know. Well, you said it was going to be in May, at the end of May.
Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked for that, dude. Like that's what I've been working pretty hard for that, to be honest, getting everything ready. Because that KLR that I bought was just fucked when I got it, dude. There's just so much that needed to get done. And it's finally to the point now where I think I could trust it on a trip, you know? Like, I think like everything that needs to be replaced on it's replaced, and everything's good to go that needs, you know, that I know of anyway. Maybe there's something else, but that was a bitch.
See, Welper in the chat says Yankee said he's been emailing you invites to the podcast in the mornings. That's bullshit. No, he hasn't. He has one tomorrow if you want to keep an eye out for it and join. He's confused about your schedule now. What is to be confused about my schedule now?
It's 1 day, 3 days, and every other week. So fuck you. It's easy.
Well, if I know he's doing one tomorrow, like for sure.
Who, Duke?
No, fucking Yankee.
Oh, you should crash the Yankee party if you can.
Well, yeah, because so what has been happening is I get off of work at 2 p.m. I come home, get something to eat. I'll be awake for a couple hours, and then I'll fucking go to sleep because I got to wake up so fucking early. And it isn't until the next day that I see that he sent me a fucking invite to the podcast like 30 minutes before the podcast starts, which is, by the way, at 9 o'clock my time. So, like, I'm like, well, dude, you fucking need to send me you got to let me know, because, and this is not, everybody knows this. Yankee is old and fucking doesn't remember shit. So it has been years since he's been on a regular schedule for our supposedly every other week podcast. So a long time ago, I stopped counting on him to remember which weeks we were supposed to do in the podcast, because there was times he would forget for a whole fucking month. He'd be like, oh, I don't know what day it is. I don't do blah, 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 blah. And he would just never schedule a podcast. So I don't just assume he's going to do the podcast every other Thursday.
Didn't he do he usually doesn't have people on his channel for live stuff. He's live right now, by the way. Fucking faggot. But,
well, yeah.
But he had some people on his channel the other day that were like, I didn't know who they were, but they seemed like they were the fan people, the fanboys who finally, you know, like he's got his like cult following of people who like, if he's like jump, they're like, yes, sir. How high, sir? Buy this merch. You got it. You know, go here and harass this person on their channel. You got, and like they've done it to me. Like they targeted me once. They came, a bunch of people from Yankees channel came over and were like, blah 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 Honda. It was funny. I like it. But yeah, man, I forget where I was going. Goddamn weed.
Yep. But no, if he's doing a chat tomorrow, I will probably go home. Well, no. Actually, I will be awake. I'll probably be awake because I'm going to the movies tomorrow after work. So actually, I'm not going to just go home and go to sleep because I don't work.
I'm going to start a weekly series where I find something that Yankee does on his channel or a video that he does that I disagree with the premise. And just like, we'll just bring it up in the live chat and we'll fucking dissect it and pull it apart and fucking like play it on the chat and pause it when people want to say something. And like, that'll be like we didn't do research for the chat. We just pulled up a Yankee chat.
Yeah. Just call it Debunking Yankee.
Matt, what movie are you going to go see?
Thunderbolts.
What is that?
A new Marvel movie.
God damn it!
He
It's
loves
like
Marvel.
the Avengers Rejects.
Yeah, like
I might go see Sinners Friday.
God damn it!
Sinners is fucking great, dude. I watched it last week.
Well, my girl don't like scary movies, but I'm gonna make her watch it because she's coming over Friday.
Dude, it's a vampire movie. It's not scary. It's not a horror movie.
That's scary to her. Well, I mean, there's some ladies that don't like horror shit at all.
Yeah.
You need to like scare her so bad she needs to suck you off for protection.
There you go.
Well, I got all that stuff planned out.
Say
But she
my
knows what
tongue
that
will protect you if you swallow it.
Yeah.
Just tell her you ate a lot of garlic, so your jizz is vampire repellent.
Well, those you guys use pineapple juice.
No, not for vampires.
There was that one South Park plot where if you take your date to what was it, like a musical?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guaranteed some head or some shit.
Well, I don't have the trick or much to do that anyway, so he does on command.
You know, back in the day, I had this girl who, anytime you watched Rocky Horror Picture Show, she would get like unbelievably horny for some reason, and I never understood why. And I hated the movie, but I watched it like 300 times.
So she got turned
Why
on
you
to
say that?
Vestites, is what you're saying?
I don't know what it was, dude. There's something about that movie. She get all by the end of it, like we're not even watching the movie, bro. So I never had to finish it, at least.
No, there's a lot of ladies that like that movie for some reason.
But you did finish, right?
Well, you know,
Yeah.
at least I finished.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's the only one that matters, you know. Because like when
Yep.
you finish, it's done. Like whether she finished.
Let's see. Where are we at? Trying to get these comments. Patriot says, "Did you get your license yet so you can purchase firearms?" Yeah, I've got my Michigan license. I got that weeks ago. It took a while to get. It took because they fucking didn't like the fucking birth certificate I had, because I had what's considered a short form birth certificate, not the full long form with everything on it. Because I had lost that fucking thing, like, I don't know, 25 years ago, and like nobody's ever asked for the long form birth certificate before. They're like, oh no, you need the long. I was like, I have the short form one, which is just like the basic information, and it's got the seal of the state of Texas on it and everything. It's like, it's official. It is an official Texas birth certificate. It just doesn't have like all the like additional information, like your mother's maiden name and all that shit on it. It's a short form birth certificate, but it's completely legal. And Michigan's like, no, we won't accept that. And I'm like, why? Well, we have to prove you're a U.S. resident. All right, motherfuckers. I know for a fact, fucking y'all give illegals fucking driver's licenses in fucking Michigan, so you can go fuck yourself. Second, I have literally everything else. I have, first of all, it is a birth certificate, a legal birth certificate. I got my driver's license and my fucking carry license from Texas. I got my social security card. You got like my entire fucking history. You know I'm a fucking legal citizen. I still had to wait like 5 weeks for Texas to send me the long form birth certificate so that I could get my driver's license here.
Matt, were you trying to get the new real ID?
Real ID? No, I've got that, what they call the enhanced ID.
Yeah, that's the new
It's
thing.
the
where
same
you
old
got to
shit.
travel on planes and shit.
Yeah, so the enhanced ID is the one that you get that, like, basically I don't have to have a fucking passport to like go to Canada and shit.
Oh, so they still don't need to do passports in Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
No, because remember I told you at my job how many times people kept coming over to get a birth certificate, and that's becoming more and more of a thing. I'm like, I should get an extra copy just in case of certain bullshit like that. Even though I got a real ID.
Mm-hmm. Martin says Yankee wants to know when you're streaming so you can come over. Man, fuck it, dude. No.
for you
My
to come
stream
over.
ends the same time as his does. Well, I start an hour earlier, but mine ends the same time his does.
Now you got me wondering of a question. Couldn't like an out-of-state person purchase any weapons in Michigan?
Long guns.
Might be able to buy handguns as long as you ship them to an FFL where you're from.
Well, yeah, you can buy it. You just can't take possession of it. You have to have it shipped to your fucking state. Anybody can do that in like any fucking state.
Well, except me.
Well, you can if it's a fucking California legal gun that you buy out of state. If you buy a California legal gun, you can have it then shipped to an FFL.
I can see a long gun, but a handgun, good luck.
What if I have a bunch of guns and I move to California?
I don't know how it works.
They're fine, except for like maybe the ones with the rifles that they would think is assault weapon.
What if all of my guns are those?
Well, I don't think anybody has done the whole thing with a register, but you're kind of like screwed unless you want to make it look funky.
Didn't California introduce a bill to ban Glocks like this week?
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Do you think it'll pass?
Sounds like something they would fucking
I've
do.
said yes, but some people say, "Oh no, it's fear mongering, might not happen." I'm like, don't be surprised.
Yeah, it's California.
And let's say it does get passed and it's illegal. I'm like, they got no problem playing the long game of we're gonna keep going back and forth with like
Now,
the gun company.
So here's the question. I don't know if that's just what they're calling it, and they're just saying, "Oh, it'll ban Glocks." But like, if that's true, what is the legal basis to ban a gun based on brand?
They're talking about the Glock switch.
Glock switch.
Unless that's just what they're saying, they're going to ban Glocks. But what they really mean is they're going to ban something else that Glocks fall into that category.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit confused with that, because we just finally got the fucking shadow system on our roster. So it's fucking
because like there's no legal basis to be like, oh, you can't own this thing because it's this brand. Like, I get they would like to because they're retards and they think all Glocks are bad guns and only bad guns are Glocks because they're retarded and they don't understand guns. But there's 5 billion guns on the planet that are exactly like a Glock that aren't a Glock. So there was footage of them getting into it too, even when the major gun organizations like, hey, this is in common use, all this stuff. They don't care as long as it's like got banned. Then they just go to court hell with it. Especially since the Ninth Circuit don't take their time. There's like no legal basis to just ban a Glock. Like, if you want to say, oh, we're banning polymer frame striker fired guns, okay, there's still no legal basis for that, but that at least like means something. You're not just banning a name. You're not just saying, oh, you can't own this because it's a Glock with no other explanation as to, well, why Glock?
I'm still banned on Yankees chat. Everyone should go over there and tell them to unban me.
Well, they said they banned it because it could take a Glock switch. So that's what they based it off of.
Basing it on the fact that it can take a Glock switch?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you know how many other fucking striker fired guns there are out there that you can fucking remove that back plate and do the same thing to?
Yeah, or how many guns you can make full auto or have binary triggers or FRTs or any other thing that they could name that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, give them an inch and they'll take a mile. You give a mouse a glass of milk and it'll ask for a cookie. And then it'll want a bib. And then it'll want a blanket. And then it'll want a stand. It never fucking stops.
Yeah. Then next thing you know, they're going to want you to put them in bed and tuck them in. And I don't know. Put on Star Trek for them, but only Deep Space Nine because that's the only one they like, and they only like specific episodes. So you're going to have to find the episode they want to watch. And
there are some pretty bad.
I thought it was Discovery.
And then the episodes would be heavily edited. Also,
I do like me some Deep Space Nine. You are speaking my language right now.
Yeah.
I was about to say
It's
that.
almost like we used to be together, and then you left me for someone else.
Evidently, you left you for a couple of someone else's.
Just one in particular.
My dick used to be enough.
It used to be. It used to be. Then I got tired of that curve to the left.
Insatiable.
Well,
Whore.
yeah.
You still sucking on those electronic penises?
Oh yeah.
Man,
Can't get enough of these tiny little dicks.
Where's mine at? Okay, here it is.
remember when Ray Ray made you start smoking again?
Yeah.
Like, that's the reason you have that in your hand right now.
Well,
Yeah.
Ray put me in the mental frame of mind, and then Corey facilitated it.
Right. Well, it's partially Corey's fault, but it's Ray Ray who pushed you that far.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck it, give me a cigarette. And then you bought another cigarette. And like, I had a cigarette or two with you guys because I was like, fuck it, I guess we're smoking cigarettes now. But I'm like, I don't want to smoke cigarettes. And you're like, this is great.
Well, because then I was like, well, you got to remember when that happened, I had just quit drinking and I needed a new vice. So I was like, fuck, I miss smoking. And then I was like, I don't really like smoking, but I want to smoke. Let me try vape and see if I like that better. And turns out I do. I like vaping better than I like cigarettes. So, yeah. Yep. And here we are. Ain't it great? So what else is going on in the world? Anything relevant? I honestly don't know, because every time I check any news site, I either get just pure unadulterated Trump derangement syndrome with no serious, like, actual information, or I get stories about this MS-13 fuck that went to El Salvador. Like, literally for 2 weeks, that's the only stories that I'm seeing. So I've not seen anything else significant that's worth talking about going on in the world. There's got to be some interesting stuff going on in the world. Fucked if I can find it. Although, I saw a story. I need to look that up. I saw a story that Michelle Obama was giving a speech and she called herself a black man.
What?
Yeah, seriously. Let me see if I
hear
can
that.
find that. I swear to God, I saw a story. Let me find it. Michelle Obama, black man.
As a Chicagoan, I'm required to say I love Michelle Obama. I have to say that
Wait,
every
hold on.
once in a while.
This is it. I might have found it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, let's see if this is it.
Nerds.
Marlon, a bit about, just so proud of how you are being a role model for dealing with a child that's transgender.
Absolutely.
And that's, that warms my heart, particularly as a black man. Would you care to share?
Okay. Yeah, she said that.
It sounded like she was talking
is she
to him,
trans then?
right? As a
Or is
black
she just
man.
identifying as a
Yeah,
black
she said it warms her heart as a black man.
Don't read the caption below, though. What does that say? The reader's notes.
Says caption misrepresents her words. She's asking podcast guest about his transgender child. That warms my heart, particularly as a black man.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Right? She was talking to him about.
That's not
But
what
it did came out, as she said, as to her.
Yeah, that warms my heart as a black man.
I heard a rumor a couple months back or whatever it was. I don't remember when it was, to be honest, that her and old Barack are getting a divorce, or they're not.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up. I heard some about
I
it.
saw this. Yeah, I saw this story. I mean, who knows if it's true or not? But yeah, I saw some stuff pop up here like in the last week or so. So yeah, I haven't. I honestly couldn't give a shit. But
well, if Michelle's transitioning, does that mean we're going to get Wayne Brady back?
I don't know. Let's see. No. I'm not seeing any stories that are from like legitimate websites. You know what I mean? Like it's all like fucking wannabe tabloid websites.
Did we actually get that mineral deal done?
They're working on it right now.
Because they were talking this morning, like, "Hey, we're on the verge of it," but I was like, "Yeah, fucking right. You said that like a month ago, you know."
Well, because they were working on that deal, and then everybody got pissed because fucking Trump and JD Vance fucking verbally bitch slapped Zelensky in that meeting. You know what I mean? And then everybody was like, "Oh, we needed those fucking minerals, and Trump fucked it up because he can't control himself." And like, okay, and now it looks like they're just gonna fucking do it anyway. They're negotiating right now. At least that's what was reported like today. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they need us way more than we need them. So I don't really think it's much of a big deal. They need us to take on those fucking mineral rights. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. So, I mean, who knows? The deal might be done. By the time we're hearing about it in the last couple of days, the deal may already be done. So, but
Have you guys noticed prices go up on anything that you've had to buy?
I haven't noticed any difference since, like, I mean, all the prices I've seen go up were prices that have been up, you know, like eggs and milk, like all that shit, you know, like the shit you buy at the grocery store. I haven't seen any significant uptick in it, anything that I've noticed, like, since Trump's been president. It's the same.
That's what I'm
It hasn't
saying.
gone down.
Like everyone on TV is like TV. All of the mainstream media, fake news clown people are freaking out about the tariffs and the economy and the like cost of living and the price of eggs and blah 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 blah. But I really haven't seen any real significant increase in anything that I've had to buy.
No. I mean, there's been
at
stuff.
the same time under Biden. There were huge increases in prices over like short periods of time, you know, like over like a 2-year period, perhaps, you know, you'd like look back like 2 years ago, like shit, like a pound of hamburger meat was $2. Now it's $5. Like, fuck me. All right. And then you'd like talk to fucking mainstream media people, or like they would talk to people about it. And they'd be like, actually, the economy's doing better. Actually, Biden's done a lot with the Inflation Reduction Act and all this other stuff that they've been doing. It's like, yeah, but did it really do anything? And it seems like to me that the end result is really bad for all of us, and it has been under Biden the whole time, and they would just downplay it the whole time. And under Trump, it hasn't been bad at all as far as I can tell, and they've been like upplaying it as much as possible.
I agree with you on that, Honda. I haven't seen
like I've seen.
If I have seen any increases in prices, it's been like by a nickel or a dime.
Yeah, I've not seen anything significant on any like fucking necessary items. Now, that being said, I've seen stuff like imported shit go up, but not necessary shit. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on what. I guess it depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, there's pretty much import stuff I don't buy, really.
Yeah, like because of my fucking toy channel, I know a lot of people are freaking out about that shit because all that shit gets imported from fucking China and shit. And those prices have gone up, but that's not necessary shit, so I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yep, all luxury items.
Yeah, it's all luxury items. Like shit, just don't fucking buy it then. What are we gonna do? Like, don't fucking buy shit.
Well, yeah, but you know how the gamer side, they freaking the fuck out.
Well, like, I fucking like, it's so like I collect fucking this shit, right? Like, I get it, like it's fun, I like doing it, but it's not necessary. And I'm seeing people freak out like that's their whole fucking lives, dude. Just don't buy the shit. First of all, don't buy the shit. Second, like if you do fucking buy shit like this, like whether it's this or other stuff or whatever that gets imported because you have a hobby or collection or whatever, right? Guess what? There's a lot of other shit you can buy that ain't getting imported.
Here's the thing, Matt. You're a different type of person compared to the average certain people, especially we deal with. So they like to be keeping up with the Joneses, or like, oh, I got to buy this or this and that. You know, they're not gonna, you know, have the smartest, you know, choices of what to do.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like you, man. I don't buy enough shit. I buy food, and then like if I need something around the house, I'll go buy it. But other than that, I've got everything I need. I don't need to buy any more bullshit. No?
Yeah, like there's shit that like there's shit that prices have gone up on, but it's not anything. It's not necessary items, so it doesn't fucking matter. Like, just don't buy the shit. Do you need that shit to live? No? Okay, then what the fuck are you worried about? I don't know. Some people can't fucking... Look, I get it. I you know, I like shit that's not necessary. We all fucking do.
I don't know. Might be a couple of reasons. Like, some people are scared because they're just hearing what people are saying. Like, I still see things like, oh, get this sale before tariffs or whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. But then you got the people who just bitch to bitch, and then you got people who bitch because they want something more.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a bunch of fucking bitching and whining, and I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I guess, like, and I think we're all there. We're just kind of beyond that shit. That unimportant shit. Like, it's cool if you can get it cheap, but if you can't, oh well. I can move on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Well, I see it as this. Because I guess for guys like us, most of us have different hobbies, huh? So if even though how entertainment has became down on the spiral, we got other stuff that we can do. And I'm pretty sure we got a big catalog of stuff that we ain't done.
Yeah, I don't fucking care enough to, you know, worry about any of that shit.
It's not affecting me. Oh, hey, Patriot. It's me. I'm Heavy B, dude. I just changed my avatar. And Angry's in Pennsylvania now, getting married and all that stuff.
Buzz, buzz, pew, pew, motherfucker.
So what else? What else you got there, chat? Patriot says, still no answer. Tell me those 1911s and that AK weren't a lot better than Honda's Mosin. Okay, well, everything was better than Honda's Mosin.
No way, that Mosin was awesome.
I mean, when I finished it, it was.
Great. I paid for it to be awesome.
This is true. You did. So.
When's the last time you shoot that Mosin?
I gave it away.
Oh.
He had a giveaway. So, yeah. Who got that? It was Gun Library Garrett, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny how many people watch your stream when you're giving away a gun.
Oh yeah.
Because when the stream when I gave that away, I think I had the most live viewers of any stream at like at one time anyway. You know what I mean?
Could you even do that anymore? Like give away a gun on a live stream? I guess you would have to not say what it is, but everybody would have to
You'd
know.
have to like figure out a way to code word around it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you could do that anymore. I think you get shut the fuck down real quick.
Even though it ain't a sale, but you know.
Oh well. Lele says Democrats are trying to push multiple gun control bills right now federally, including the 2025 assault weapons ban. Yeah, just like the 2024 and the 2023 and the 2022 and the 2021, and they push the same fucking one every year. It's the same fucking assault weapons ban every year. They just tweak the wording here and there from year to year. So,
dude, the Colorado one is such bullshit, bro. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I lost all my guns in a boating accident, and then when this law goes into effect, I won't be able to buy any more. So,
Did anything you plan to buy before?
You know, no.
Well, welcome to the Bandito Squad.
oh, let's see. Too Hottie has he's like, care to finish your thoughts on the blackouts and biofuel topic? Are biofuels good or bad? I don't think biofuels are good or bad. I don't have like a fucking, like, as somebody who doesn't give a shit that we drill for oil, like, I don't have a problem with biofuels or biomass fuels, I guess we're calling them.
Dude, some of it is good. Honestly, because there's like a lot of it that would go into fucking landfills and shit if you didn't have any, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just it's just like it's the people that fucking you would think would absolutely hate the idea of that are cheering it on because they don't understand or they ignore it intentionally. You know what I mean? Like they ignore the fact, like, because you're talking about a bunch of fucking tree huggers, literally, like, talk about how Europe is so green and this and that, but they get, like, you know, depending on the country, anywhere from 70 to 90 something % of their renewable energy from biomass, which is just cutting down trees. That's what they do. I mean, the idea behind biomass fuel was to take, like what you're saying, you know, to take, like, the stuff that's already, you know, fucking wood from homes and things that have been torn down and stuff like that. Except for the fact that they found out real fucking quick that there's just not enough of that. Like, it's just, it's a drop in the bucket to how much they need. So what happens is they start cutting down fucking trees to do it. They start cutting down fucking forests to do all that shit. And it's like, wait a minute. Doesn't that go against your whole fucking doctrine? You fucking hypocritic pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like, but
I've seen people make more of the whole arguments with the whole, you know, light rail thing. Like, oh, we should have like a light rail because we don't, you know, Europe and them has it. But as far as the fuel thing, is there better alternatives? I would say yes, but I always feel like even though if you do have a better alternative, you should have the meaning of choice. I mean, that's what this whole country's about. Is always you get a whole bunch of different choices. I just feel like the government should not forcefully make you like, oh, you have to go with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just it's hypocritical, is what it is. That's what it boils down to. They talk about natural, renewable, green energy and saving the planet, yet they're perfectly okay cutting down Like after they sit there and talk about CO2, they're perfectly happy cutting down the number one thing that removes CO2 from the atmosphere, trees, for fucking more renewable, for quote unquote renewable energy. Like, yeah, it's renewable in the sense that, like, yeah, you can plant more trees, but hasn't that been the argument forever? And they were always like, no, that's not what we should be doing.
Yeah, by the time they burned out all the trees and planted all the new, there's going to be a time gap between you can cut them down and harvest them. Otherwise, you're looking at a massive, diminishing return.
Well, remember, we looked at this before where they talked about, like, oh, we're having less animals and trees and, Earth's dying, but actually we're growing more.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't fucking know. It's hypocritical bullshit is what it is. So,
I feel like Dr. Seuss did a whole book about this back in the day. With remember the trees that they cut down because they had like the different color fucking like fans on top that they could use to make stuff out of. So they started cutting down all the trees and making stuff out of them.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. Honda.
Hold on, I'm looking for it.
I remember green eggs and ham.
It was the Lorax.
Oh, is that what it was?
Go dog go. Favorite book.
Yeah, because Lorax came in with his tree cutting machine that could cut down the trees and process them and make everybody rich, But then it only lasts for a little while because then all the trees are gone. What's that billionaire's name? Who buys up all the fucking forest land?
I can't remember his name. There was a whole documentary about it, which is why it was stuck in my head that I had watched like 2 years ago or something, and I can't remember his fucking name.
He's like Tree Soros.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably. If I was gonna find that fucking documentary. I don't remember. Fuck, I don't even remember the name of the documentary. I remember, like, I don't know if anybody was here. Fucking, we talked about it after I watched it. We talked about it on one of the shows. So, but I don't remember what the fuck it was called. I don't remember what the name of that dude was. It was a whole documentary. Let me see. And if I remember right, it was a documentary that was done by like a fucking leftist. It was like somebody who, it was like an environmentalist dude who actually did the documentary. What the fuck was it called? Shit.
Let us still say Johann Elish. Could be.
Johann Elish. Greta Thunberg. It was like, it just says Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, that was totally. It was Greta Thunberg, right?
How dare you?
How dare you! You have stolen my childhood! Anyway. I'm trying to find this documentary now. Fuck.
Al Gore. It was Man Bear Pig?
No.
It's always.
I think it's what Let us Steele says is because I'm looking it up. I think it's Johann.
Always got to blame
Man Bear Pig. Got it.
that what it is? Planet of Humans? That's the one that keeps popping up whenever I fucking type it in. Planet of Humans. I don't know.
But no, that's the guy I guess owned up the lot of land in the rainforest.
I don't know. I mean, that might be because because when I type in all the criteria that I remember from this fucking documentary, that's the one that pops up. Planet of Humans. I don't know if that's the right one or not. I know how I can find out real quick. I don't think it is, though. That doesn't sound right, because that says that's a Michael Moore directed fucking thing, and I don't think that's...
Yeah, he's very credible.
I don't remember the documentary I watched having anything to do with Michael Moore. So I don't think that's it. No, I don't fucking know. Yeah, I can't find it. Sorry for anybody that was actually wondering what the fuck it is. I can't find it. So tough shit. Old Man Burger says Twisted Metal Season 2 will be out July 31st. Yeah, I saw that trailer. The first season was good, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to see. Well, hopefully they don't fuck it up, but you know, like hopefully they don't Disney it.
Oops Sweat says look up Slam Frank. It's a woke retelling of the Diary of Anne Frank. Why do you need any kind of retelling of the Diary of Anne Frank?
The guy makes a movie idea. Got to put a spin on it. Got to turn Anne Frank lesbian.
Well, the whole point of the Diary of Anne Frank was that it was like a real person's story that went through some shit. Why do you have to retell it?
Well, remember they made that Lincoln Vampire Hunter movie, so hey, why not?
Yeah, but that was actually
documentary.
good.
Yeah, that was actually real though. So
yeah.
next, what they're gonna put Martin Luther King as a superhero?
Why not? Have Martin Luther King and Malcolm X as superheroes in the 1960s? Come on.
Dude, I mean, if you start doing shit like that, yeah, it would be funny. But the problem is there's enough retarded people in this country right now who already are confused enough about history and things that have happened that if you start throwing shit at that, like that at them, they're just going to be completely lost. I mean, I was talking to someone not too long ago who seriously believed that the most economically greatest country of all of Africa was this place called Wakanda that people are fucking holding down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, there's videos like that.
You know what? I remember you telling me that story. I remember you telling me that fucking
I don't know why they love Wakanda so much. I mean, Wakanda was an exclusionist country. They pretty much kept all the technology, wealth, and benefits for the people to themselves and told the rest of Africa to fuck off.
Ibambe.
Okay. Here's the thing. There's actually, I saw this once. There's actually people said like, "Oh, Wakanda was a nice place, so the white man took over."
Ibambe. And how the one dude's name, like they like dance around like gorillas, and they're like, "This isn't racist at all."
what was his name? Umbako.
Umbatu. Umbatu.
Hey, there's a lot of people that agree with Michael B. Jordan's character.
I prefer Michael A. Jordan.
Little Steel says, have you seen the trailer for a movie called Weapons? Looks pretty good. No, I have not. Is it about guns? Probably not. I feel like they wouldn't do that. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guess what time it is? It is that time. So it is about time to get the fuck out of here. We will.
Kind of disappointed. I mean, I got caught up on Mobland and everything. You know.
We got. We'll be back. I'll be back on Friday. We got the Friday night chats. So come back for that little bit of fun, and maybe I'll be on Yankees chat tomorrow. We'll see. So, but that is going to do it for today. I know we had no real topics tonight. That's what happens. So thank you for sticking around and having fun with us. But we're going to go ahead and get the fuck out of here. We will see you guys next time. As always, deuces, yo, shout out, P and Fridge, all that good shit. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you.